Very good morning, students. Sai Ram. Welcome back to our science period. Children, now our revision is going on. Can you say the chapter name? Yes, chapter number 15, Life Process in Living Organism. Okay, this session again I am going to continue this revision. Okay, children. So, can you remember last session what we revised? We revised about transportation of water in plants. In that, what we discussed, children? We discussed about root pressure and transpiration pull. Okay, this session I am going to discuss about transportation of food in plants. Okay, children, see here, transportation of food and other substances in plants. It is, yes, it is that food is transported from one place to another place with the help of which tissue, children? Can you say? Very good, phloem. Okay, see, translocation. What is meant by translocation? The food manufactured in leaves. Already you know, with the help of the photosynthesis process, leaves will produce their food. So that food manufactured in leaves is transported to each cell in the plant body, while the excess food, that extra amount of food, is stored in roots, fruits and seeds. This process is called what, children? Translocation. Okay, next one, see here, phloem carries. You know that who will do that work? Phloem carries out the translocation in both the upward and downward direction. Okay, this is not a simple physical process, it is a complex process. This is not a simple physical process. Okay, children, and it needs energy which is obtained from ATP. About this ATP you will study in your 10th standard. Okay, so now you have to mind this translocation. This process is carried with the help of phloem and it is complex process. It is not a simple process and it needs energy. Okay, that energy is obtained from ATP molecules. Okay, children, see next one. A food material such as sucrose is transported. So you know very well, with the help of the photosynthesis process, food is produced. That is what? Carbohydrate. Okay, see here, a food material such as sucrose, it is one kind of carbohydrate. Okay, one kind of sugar. So that sucrose is transported into the phloem tissue with the help of ATP energy. Okay, children, so first step is what? That sucrose is transported into the phloem with the help of ATP energy. So the water concentration decreases in that part. So that place, what will happen? That water concentration is decreasing. Okay, as a result, water enters the cell by the process of diffusion. So that time what will happen, children? That water enters the cell by the process of diffusion. Diffusion means, can you say? Yes, already we discussed. See here, children, diffusion means it is the movement of molecules from an area of high concentration. So that molecules will move from higher concentration to the lower concentration. That is called what? Diffusion. Okay. Next one is, see here, the pressure on the cell wall increases due to the increase in cellular contents. So that food and water, so because of the cellular content, the pressure of the cell is more. Okay, is increasing. So the pressure on the cell wall increases due to the increase in cellular contents. So it will give pressure to the adjacent cells. Okay, so due to increased pressure, food is pushed into the neighboring cells where the pressure is low. So that time what will happen? That food is present in one cell and water also. So that time, due to increased pressure, because of that food and water, the pressure is more, isn't it, children? Because of the pressure, the food is pushed from this cell to the neighbor cell. That neighbor cell, already you know, the pressure is low, isn't it, children? Like this, the food will move from one cell to another cell. Okay, so I hope you understood now. Yes. Next one is, see here, this process helps the phloem to transport the materials as per the need of the plant. So like this way, food will transfer from one place to another place. During flowering season, the sugar stored in roots or stem is transported towards the floral buds to make them, yes, open and blossom. Okay, children. So during the flowering season, that branch, that particular part of that plant wants more amount of energy. So that time what will happen, children? See here, during flowering season, the sugar stored in roots or stem is transported towards the floral buds. Okay, already you know the plants are preparing that lot of amount of food, isn't it, children? So that food is stored in roots and other parts of the plant. So in flowering season, the sugar stored in roots or stem is transported from that place to floral buds, towards the floral buds. Why? Because to make them open and blossom. Understood, children? I hope it now. Shall we go to next now? So children, now we discussed about translocation, how it is happening, okay? And shall I go to next one now? Next one is excretion. What is meant by excretion? How many of them you can say now? See here, definition I have given here. Excretion means it is the elimination of toxic waste substances from the body is called excretion. So during the metabolic activities that every cell will produce waste things, okay? Waste parts are produced. So that waste parts are if it is accumulates in our body, what will happen, children? Yes, it leads to a severe problem, okay? So it should be eliminated from our body. That process is called what? Excretion. So see here, elimination of toxic waste substances from the body is called excretion. So that's toxic waste substances are eliminating from the body with the help of which process here, children? Excretion. It is one of the important life process in living organisms. How it is happening, we will see. See here, many harmful and waste substances such as urea, uric acid and ammonia etc. are generated in living organisms, okay? During the metabolic activities and another biochemical process, these waste products are produced in our body. Which waste things here, children? Can you say? Uric acid, urea and ammonia, like this product, okay? So if these substances accumulate in the body for long, what will happen? Already you know. Yes, it can result in serious harm, even death. It leads to a severe problem. It leads to death also sometime, okay? So for this, what, see here, children, next one. So it becomes necessary to remove these harmful waste substances from the body. This removal of waste substances in the body is called what? Excretion. So because of that, it is toxic substances, so it should eliminate from our body. So that process is called what? Excretion. So if it is accumulated in our body, what will happen, children? Yes, it leads to a severe problem. Sometimes the death also may happen, okay? So that excretion is one of the another important life process in living organisms. Shall we go to next now? Children, see here some more points we will discuss now. In unicellular organisms, what is meant by unicellular organisms? Yes, body is made up of only one cell. Can you say we are unicellular or multicellular? Very good, we are multicellular. So in unicellular organisms, waste materials are directly eliminated across the cell surface because that body is made up of only one cell. That one cell is responsible for all life process. Okay, so while the excretion process in multicellular organism is more complex. Okay, children, when comparing this unicellular, that excretion of multicellular organism is more complex, that you know already, because multicellular organisms, that particular organs are there for this excretion process. But in unicellular, only one cell is there, that cell only is responsible for this excretion process. Okay, children, so I hope you understood now why that excretion process is complex in multicellular organisms. Yes, shall we go to next now? Next one is, see here, now the excretion process is more simple in plants as compared to animals. Now we will see about excretion in plants. Okay, so when comparing that animals, excretion process in plants, it's very simple things. Okay, children, plants do not have any special organs or system for this excretion. Okay, so that animals are having that separate organs are there for excretory system, but plants do not have any special organs or system for this excretion. Understood, children? See here, that's why that excretion in plants, it is very simple process when comparing that animals. We will see now excretion in plants. So first one is during diffusion. You know what is meant by diffusion? Yes, that molecules will move from high concentration to the area of the lower concentration. So during diffusion, gaseous substances are released. Okay, that gaseous exchange that is happening in plants. Okay, next point is what most of the waste substances of plants are stored in vacuoles of leaf cells and in flowers, fruits and the bark of the stem. Most of the waste substances are stored in where, children? Vacuoles. So I hope you have seen, yes, you might have seen that plant cell. Plant cell, that vacuole is that when comparing that plant and animal cell, that vacuole in plant cells, that is big in size, isn't it, children? So in that vacuoles, which one is stored? The waste substances of plants, it is stored in vacuoles of the plant cells. Okay, after some time these parts fall off. So that time what will happen? The leaf, in some particular time the leaf will fall off, isn't it, children? So in with the leaf, along with that leaf, waste substances also, yes, released. I hope you understood now. Shall we go to the next one? See here, children, this is leaf fall. Okay, so in this leaf, see here, this leaf, that vacuoles are present inside the leaf cells. So the waste substances are stored in this leaf, that means in the vacuoles of this leaf. So when this leaf will fall down, that waste substances are also released. Okay, shall we go to next one? See here, some other waste materials are stored in wold and wound xylem in the form of resin and gum. Okay, children, so some kind of waste materials are stored in wold and wound xylem in the form of resin and gum. So you might have seen some resin like structure in that some trees. So that is what waste substance of that plant, of that trees. Okay, children, some waste materials are also given out through roots into the surrounding soil. So some kind of, in some time, that waste materials are released, yes, through the roots to the soil in their surrounding. Okay, so children, understood now? Children, next one is, in some plants waste materials are present in the form of crystals of calcium oxalate. Okay, so that is colocasia leaves. Already I have told that example, isn't it, children? So in colocasia leaves, if we are taking that, if you are cut that leaf, you will get itching. Okay, at the same time, if you are making any food with the help of that leaf, that time what will happen? You can feel that itching on your throat. So why it's happening? Because in some plants waste materials are present in the form of crystals of calcium oxalate. They are called raphides. That is called what here, children? Raphides, as they are needle shaped. Okay, that calcium oxalate, that is needle shape, that's why they prickle and cause irritation of the skin. So why it is getting that, why we are getting irritation? Because of that calcium oxalate, because it is needle shaped. Okay, that's why we are getting itching sense. Okay, children, shall we go to next now? See, next one is, some waste materials of plants are useful to human. Can you give the example? Yes, gum, resin, latex of rubber. So rubber tree, have you seen here, children? Yes, you can, that rubber tree, if you will make a cut on the stem, that white color milk like substance will come outside. Okay, that is called what? Latex of that tree. So that is also the latex of rubber. From the latex of the rubber, we are getting many useful things. We are manufacturing many useful things. Okay, children, I hope you understood now. Yes. So children, can you say today what we discussed? We discussed about the transportation of food in plants, that is translocation. How it is happening? It is a complex process. Why it is we are saying that it's a complex process, and this is upward and downward direction also. It is, isn't it, children? And next one, what we studied? We discussed about excretion. What is meant by excretion? Elimination of toxic substances from the body, that is called what? Excretion. So that excretion in that plant, it is very simple process when comparing that animals. Why? Because there is no separate organs for this. In plants there is no separate organs for this process, for this excretion process. Now how it is happening, that also we discussed, isn't it children? Some waste things of that plants that is useful for human. Can you say that example? That is gum, resin and latex. Okay children. And the next one is next one is graphites. What is meant by graphites? Can you say children? Yes, graphite means that is that some plants that leaves that is present what? Calcium oxalate crystals. That is called what? Graphites. So it is needle shaped, that's why that we are getting itching. Okay children, so I hope you understood today's session. Children, you have to read your textbook also. Okay, thank you children. Sai Ram.